Hello and welcome back. Hope you're good, doing well. So we are having weekly market outlook from 11th December to 14th of December. Let's look at the calendar first quickly and then come back to the setup. Okay, so we are having a speech. We have seen that, by the way, last week as well, if you remember that. So RBA is going to speak today at 10:20. And climate count change. So the most important news you guys are watching is the CPI numbers tomorrow at 1:30. Very important news, guys. CPI numbers are really important. So right now I have spoken about that in the last weekly market outlook as well, if you remember that. So CPI is being expected to fall up to 3.1%, and in the last month we have seen that 3.2%. So the trend is to the downside. So hopefully you remember that euro is dropping because inflation dropped significantly in the EU, so 2.4%. All right, and the projection is 3.1% in the US tomorrow at 1:30. Yeah, so if let's say if US inflation is going to fall faster or are going to fall below 2.44%, which is the EU. I don't think so. We're going to have drop below that 2.4%. All right. But in case if that happens, we may see significant sell-off on the dollar. We are not looking for dollar to go down. All right. We are having Fed rate decision this week as well. Okay. But just keep in your mind that in case if these numbers are going to fall below the ECB numbers, the EU numbers, so we may see significant sell-off on the dollar. Highly likely tomorrow is CPI number is going to be closer to this 3.1%. Okay, and which is gonna make Fed case stronger, higher for longer interest rates. All right, and that's going to be the story for the stronger dollar, and that's what we are looking right now. So inflation to come at 3.1%, all right, or close to 3%, and we may see strength on dollar, all right, and that's our charts are telling us that we may see strength on the dollar, all right, after the CPI numbers and after the Fed rate decision. Okay, so these two, CPI is going to be more important. If CPI is going to fall below the European EU inflation, then Fed going to be under pressure on Wednesday on 13th of December. Yeah, so I don't see that Fed is going to put itself into that kind of situation. So inflation is highly likely going to come closer to 3.1%, all right, and which is going to make Fed case stronger, higher for longer rates. Yeah, and that can drive the dollar higher, and that's what we are looking, and that's what we were looking last week as well. All right. So core CPI going to be on core CPI numbers are also going to be important, all right, on 13th of December. Core CPI and Fed rate decision as well. So Fed obviously gonna again not gonna raise the interest rate. I'm gonna say that they're gonna hold the interest rate higher for longer. So we have seen that last week as well. So Swiss National Bank, again, no change in the policy. Yeah, so we may see some dovish stance from the Bank of England, all right, and dovish stance from ECB. Yeah, so higher for longer from the Fed, okay, and dovish stance from these two banks can drive the dollar higher, and that's the story what we are looking right now. All right, and core retail sale going to be on Thursday. And on Friday, we're going to have PMI data, which is going to be really important. But before going to look at that, let's quickly look at the inflation. So we were talking about last week that the Chinese inflation going to be important. So quickly look at that, and then we're going to come back to the other stuff. China is in deep trouble. All right, so there we can see that. So we are at -50 in the China. -50. So last week numbers came, All right, so Thursday, the Saturday numbers were really bad, which we were talking about last in the last weekly market outlook. Yeah, so projection was negative 0.2. All right, but numbers came at negative 0.5. All right, so yeah, and if I'm gonna look at the EU IR, okay, so we can see that EU is also going into the same. So I have spoken about this last week, but haven't shown these charts. I mean, haven't shown the Chinese inflation with the US and the EU. So we can see there that the negative, I mean the all right, so the December 2020. All right, so December 2020, or we can exactly put over there and can move that to there. So we clearly can see there Sunday 1st of November 2020. Yeah, so Sunday 1st of November 2020, we clearly can see there that the inflation was at negative 0.31. all right, and Chinese are there negative 0.50. So they have already tagged that low, the November low 2020. They have already tagged that. Okay, and this is the trend which we are having over there in the European inflation. Yeah, it is also going down back to that low. So China is falling faster than faster than the US. So if I'm gonna put the US inflation on top of that, so we clearly can see that the US is also going into that direction. So this is what I was talking about last week, that the Chinese are telling us that where the rest of the world is heading. Okay, now you understand that. Now you can see that so China came out from the disinflation after November 20. all right, and the same was the case with the Euro area and the US. So China is telling us that where these big giants are going in the next couple of months. all right, so very important number. So after those numbers came out, we have seen that the Chinese stock was struggling, and some buying came over there from the state funds after these numbers came. So state, yeah, obviously the Chinese government wants to create inflation, so they are using their own funds to push these equities higher. Okay, but big players, they are not attracting the big players yet. The reason is this simple, that the Western countries, they are still facing the higher demand. all right, and that's causing the Chinese to go into deep trouble. Chinese are not getting demand from the Western countries. So let's look at this Hang Seng. So we can see over there, so Hang Seng is also going down, all right, and is in deep trouble. Yeah, so going down trend and falling. So it's the because of the inflation is not picking up over there, and the equities are not doing really well. So we are still under pressure on these indices. Okay, and longer term there are going to be buy opportunities, but till inflation is not under control in the US and EU, so we may not see the next run on the Chinese equities. So they're under pressure after that data, and we have seen buying from the Chinese state funds, ETF buying from Chinese state funds. So that's the story from the Chinese inflation. all right, now let's quickly look at the old chart. Okay, the Bitcoin first. We're going to talk about this chart. all right, so we have spoken about that last week, about the price action. So I'm going to quickly look at this. And spoke about the Bitcoin. all right, so we are currently having similar price action which we were spoken about last week. all right, Okay, so we got the next leg higher, and as I said that we need a clear aggressive leg for upside for our view to change. So it broken out, okay, but again sell-off came over there as we were expecting. So now we have to be careful, specifically those who are expecting that the Bitcoin is going to continue to keep pushing higher for another all-time high. Okay, so price action is just simply appearing over there as we were anticipating last week. Now we need to be careful. So let me try to find over there the last week.
Well, today I'm at a luxury.
Okay, let me quickly look at over there that what we were talking about last week. So just for understanding. Okay, now let's listen. Is not making any change into our view. Okay, in case if we see that a clear leg is just going to appear over there and going to violate this wedge, okay, like, then we can say that it's changing. All right, if we are going to see, then we're going to say that our analysis were wrong, something like that. Okay, or let's just remove that. All right, let's just simply pull out this aggressive run. Okay, if something like that is going to happen, then we can say that it's changing. Okay, this kind of next aggressive run is going to happen, then we can say it. So we are not anticipating that, so we're going to ignore that. Okay, so we're going to go to the oil chart to understand that what is happening right now. So these assets are correlated to each other. Okay, so there where we were anticipating. So the sell opportunity we were anticipating on oil. Let's go back to that chart first to understand that why oil sell-off worked. Why we were expecting oil to go down and why it has worked over there. All right, so oil sell-off was also based on similar understanding, similar analysis, similar comparison. Let's bring out the copper first. Copper is a good lead, and it tells us that how inflation gonna evolve. All right, so we were expecting a similar formation, similar lag. Okay, let's just pull out this on a weekly chart. All right, so there. Okay, weekly lag happened over there. Weekly lag happened over there in copper, and copper started to fall. So there within this area we are having a lower degree wedge is just forming over there. So we have seen that wedge there too before this breakout. Okay, now let's get back to the oil chart on oil. All right, so there within these areas. Okay, there where the wedge formed over there at this area. So we are having similar wedge formation or ascending channel, you can call that. All right, so like this was the sell opportunity when that ascending wedge broken down and oil went lower. Okay, that chart, and since hitting that top, oil is just falling. So we found top over there on oil, and oil is just simply falling since then. And even the daily drop after having that daily correction. So point here to understand is this formation. Okay, so this is where the formation we need to understand that on Bitcoin. So there we can see here, okay, price slightly went higher and then started to fall on oil. Price, formation wedge was similar here. Okay, price spiked up and then suddenly started to fall very, very aggressively. Okay, and once went higher for another time, and then so we are having very much similar price action on the Bitcoin. So once we're gonna see that the drop is coming, okay, the sell-off, the similar sell-off, aggressive sell-off you guys are having, okay, we topped over there on Bitcoin. Okay, this kind of sell-off, or this kind of sell-off is just coming out over there on this place. This will confirm that the top is in place. All right, so this stronger sell-off like this, stronger sell-off came over there, and then oil found its weekly top over there. Okay, so similarly, stronger sell-off here on BTC will confirm that the next weekly leg, which we were anticipating on Bitcoin to form, is done. Okay, this weekly leg is done. All right. Okay, so this weekly leg is done, and we are going to go down very much similar like that sideways market, or like the way oil is doing right now. So if you are a buyers on the crypto and thinking that crypto is going to continue, and this run which we are having is going to continue for upside for longer term, or buying coins at such areas, such places at high levels for longer term. Yeah, so make sure you understand that what is happening, and you may end up trapping over there for longer term, and prices can fall back to this. Okay, so enough. So hopefully you understand that now what we were talking about last week. So that's why you are paying really close attention. The sell-off which we are having right now, okay, this sell-off can be a sign that we are going to have a top on Bitcoin at 45k, and we are going down. Yeah, and the way which we were talking about from these lows is almost done. Okay, so yeah, you guys seen those charts, and let's talk about. Okay, so what you are really paying attention actually. Okay, as we have just recently seen that oil chart. Okay, for comparison, we have seen oil chart. After having first sell off, oil went for another high. Okay, we can see similar kind of another leg higher on Bitcoin as well. Okay, so if I'm gonna go to the lower time frame at that top. Okay, so this is what we have seen. Okay, so we got a first sell-off over there. Okay, sell-off is appearing over there. This is not extreme sell-off at the moment, all right, but it's a first sign that sellers, okay, this chart we have seen over there. So like that. Okay, so we still can see double top or another leg higher kind of scenario can appear over there before we're gonna start going to get down. All right, so you closely paying attention to two things. All right, clearly we can see over there first sell-off came over there, was extreme, all right, which made the buyers to get out on oil. Okay, and then we have seen oil started to pick up to the downside. So similar kind of sell-off you are looking. All right, so this sell to continue, and again another one to appear, and then bank continue to keep pushing lower. Hope that makes sense, guys. Okay, so this sell-off can put us in a big sideways market, as I have explained in the previous weekly market outlook. All right, so we may see a big sideways market. Okay, which can go all the way back to that low. This possibility exists over there. So the question is how that can happen. Why after having a so nice aggressive run up over there on the Bitcoin, why we are going down? Why Bitcoin can drop from there after having nice aggressive bullish run from this to there? Okay, so it's the answer of that. The answer of that, is in the inflation. Okay, so at the start, what I have shown you, Chinese inflation is in negative 0.50, all right, and EU inflation is 2.4, and US inflation number is going to be released tomorrow, 3.1%, all right, and we are expecting both US inflation and EU inflation to just keep falling, go into a negative territory, in next couple of months or maybe quarter, all right, and if we see that is going to happen, inflation is going to fall below 2%, all right, so then we are going to see very much similar kind of story which we have seen back in 2019, all right. So if I'm going to pull out the inflation story, all right, so US inflation, this is what we are expecting right now. Okay, so we may see this kind of sideways market at the current price. All right, so at that time we can see that the inflation was at 2.50 and then suddenly dragged to, inflation was at 2.50 and suddenly went up to disinflation in the US. Okay, so we are into that trend in the US, in the EU, okay, and China is already facing that disinflation. All right, so till we are going down, okay, so you shouldn't expect that trend to continue. Okay, that was a buy opportunity at that time from this low. Yeah, so charts were posted over there at these areas when Bitcoin was at 6,000. All right, but what happened? Okay, if I'm gonna go and look at those charts, let's see if we do find some okay, so there we did not see continuation at this area. We are experiencing that way right now. Okay, and this next possibilities exist over there. All right, and then after finding floor over there, and then we have seen the next bullish run over there on the Bitcoin. Charts are visible. Okay, so that wedge was forming over there and then went lower, new low came over there, and then it started to run for higher. So we are actually experiencing the same scenario at the moment. Okay, same inflationary environment. All right, so inflation is falling. All right, inflation is falling, we are going into the disinflationary cycle. Okay, and we should not expect the current trend to break all-time high, okay, like it has done back in 2019, right, and went into a big sideways market. So for Bitcoin to continue, we need inflation to pick up and start rising over there. Okay, so understand that. So do you want me to show you another stuff, quick stuff? All right, let me find quickly how strong that inflation narrative is. I mean, how important to understand that inflation story. Okay, so just couple of minutes, let me find that. Okay, when no one was talking about the drop, let me find. Yeah, I have got that.
And welcome back. Hope you're good, doing well. So I'm looking at the Bitcoin. So Bitcoin,
okay, let's just watch. It's just a 2-minute video, and let's just watch.
All right, and struggling to go beyond that previous top. Yeah, so maybe it's not making sense for some traders and some investors that Bitcoin are gonna drop. Okay, Bitcoin gonna keep rising. All right.
When Bitcoin was testing 69K was when it was forming high.
But right now I'm anticipating Bitcoin to go all the way back to that previous low, at least up to 30,000 mark. All right, the reason why Bitcoin is rising is very much simple, that we are having, you know, higher inflation across the world, which is causing the strength on the Bitcoin. All right, and some central banks are giving signals that they're gonna start winding up their easy ultra loose monetary policy. All right, and they're gonna go for tighter monetary policy, okay, which is gonna be a bad sign for the Bitcoin, okay, which can you know, drive the Bitcoin value aggressively lower. Okay, people can, you know, start winding up their positions and can look for profit, and we may see, you know, sharp sell-off on Bitcoin. All right, like the way we have seen previously over there. Okay, if I'm gonna look at this whole chart, so we have seen, you know, aggressive drop lower than, you know, 30,000, we can say that, not healthy drop lower than 30,000. All right, so small push up, we can say below 30,000 there. All right, and right now price is, you know, struggling to push more higher within that bigger huge triangle, we can say that. Okay, so what you are simply looking, if you are, you know, looking to short it or looking to realize your profit, all right, then simply you are looking for price to go in a bigger correction over there. Okay, first of all, keep falling very aggressively all the way back to that previous low, like the way it has done there. All right, or go into a correction. All right, go into a correction like it has done there and then break out. All right, correction, keep dropping aggressively, or go into a correction, that possibility. Okay, if we don't see that correction, then another push up, all right, within that channel, and then start looking for price to drop from that previous top. Okay, so direction is very much clear over there, so you are looking price action and pattern formation over there, and price to keep dragging lower. Okay, we already got sharp sell-off over there on the Bitcoin from that previous top. All right, now that trend to continue to keep dragging lower all the way back to that previous low.
Okay, so that's what we have seen back at that top, right? So let's get back to this area. What was happening at that time? Okay, this place. Okay, what was happening at that time? What I said in that video, I said that inflation rising, all right? And where were the rates at that time? Okay, if I'm gonna pull out US INTR. Okay, there you can see that's the point, right, at that time. So we clearly can see there when Bitcoin was at that top, rates were there, okay, and inflation at that time was at you know, 6 close to 7, we can say that. All right, and this is close to 7. So inflation was, you know, on the rise, and the Fed was preparing to raise the interest rate, and that caused the Bitcoin to crash to the downside. Okay, so hopefully you understand that now, what trend we are having in the China, this inflationary trend, okay, and what trend we are having in the EU and the US. They are also, you know, trying to bring down their inflation. All right, and rates are peaking over there, and as long as rates gonna stay higher for longer, all right, so we're gonna see under pressure on the Bitcoin, and we may see a sideways market, as I said that. So the sell-off which we are having, so why you know, I'm talking about that, you know, you have to be cautious, because people, they think that this is a longer term bullish run, okay, and we are entered into the bullish run, okay, and we are going to see something like that kind of run over there, right? We are going to see something like this kind of move over there, like that. Okay, this is very less likely. Very less likely. Why? You need another inflationary run over there. You need cheap money to come into the market, all right, before we're gonna have that kind of aggressive next run over there. Okay, so we are having similar kind of story which we have seen back in 2019, all right, and highly likely we're gonna stay sideways, all right. This is the case. So if you are looking to buy Bitcoin these areas, then you have to be a bit careful, okay? Be cautious buying a Bitcoin at you know, at this price for a longer term. It's not a good, a coin. So when it was there, it was a good place to buy. Now you have to be cautious. Okay, you need to wind up your positions if you have a longer term over there. Need to de-risk. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, now what you are watching over there, again, we need to see this sell-off which is just coming over there, this to sustain, okay, and clearly break through that. All right, this bullish trend, okay, and another possible retest of that double top like shown on oil, okay, and then continue to keep falling, all right, or just keep falling slow. We may not see a quick aggressive fall, okay, so slow fall can happen over there, very much similar like copper, or if not, we are going to see copper like story sell off, all right, then simply go like oil to the downside, or wheat. Okay, so we'll see. So this sell off to continue, the current sell off which we are having, okay, this sell off to continue and come down. All right, so your other coins like altcoins also going to be under pressure. So we are not anticipating Bitcoin to continue to keep pushing more higher. If you are, then good luck to you. All right, let's move on to the dollar. Okay, so as mentioned, US inflation going to be important. All right, and US inflation numbers, if come closer to 2%, all right, they gonna make Powell higher for longer case stronger. Okay, and this is what we are looking. Very much similar analysis like last week, haven't changed that. So you are looking this to just first of all, as I mentioned in the previous weekly market outlook, this is going to be the target. Yeah, so very much this target is very much reached over there. Okay, and this is what you are looking. Okay, this flat formation to push up to this area or keep pushing more higher all the way back to that high. Yeah, so there is another factor which can drive the dollar extremely lower, and that's the Bank of Japan. I think I have mentioned that in the previous weekly market outlook. Yeah, if they comes out and change the policy, let's say that they come out from the negative interest rate, all right, so we may not see that one more leg higher. All right, then we may see quick pressure on the dollar can go down aggressively to the downside. So one factor which is holding the dollar higher, all right, or stronger is the ultra loose monetary policy from the Bank of Japan. All right, so if dollar yen start falling, which has already done last week, if we see that trend to continue, so early morning they said that they are not going to end the interest rate, negative interest rate in this December meeting. Okay, we can see over there BOJ is said to see little need to end the negative rate in December, so that's caused the dollar yen to go back up. All right, aggressively remove all those losses which we had over there. All right, gone back up. So if we see that the dollar yen is going to drop very, very aggressively, Bank of Japan is going to change its policy, negative interest rate, or some aggressive moves going to take, then we may see dollar yen. We're going to see pressure on dollar. Okay, not just against the dollar yen, in the rest of the market. 18th, or maybe 18th next week, I think. Yes, 18th. All right, so next Monday they're gonna have the rate, the CN. So far, okay, nothing changed over there. We are still looking dollar to stay stronger for this week. Okay, and we were looking for this to get stronger during the non-farm payroll, so we got a nice move over there already, and we are simply looking is to break out and continue to keep pushing more higher, or simply drag simple flat formation and still gonna be a buy opportunity over there. Okay, so and opposite gonna be on the euro dollar. I don't think I need to talk about the euro anymore. Okay, so let's look at this chart. Okay, so last week I asked you guys that where do you see opportunity after looking at these two charts? So show your reaction. So most people went into the euro dollar short and pound dollar short. Okay, so pound dollar short makes sense. Pound dollar was okay. So, and last week I have shown you the sell opportunity of the pound, and since then we are having a nice drop on the dollar, on the pound. Okay, but less people went up to the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar. Okay, these two currencies are still strong against the dollar. Okay, but there we can see that the euro is getting weaker. Okay, euro is under pressure because of the inflation, and inflation is still high in the New Zealand and Australia. All right, as with compared to the Europe. So that's keeping the Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar higher. Okay, but that's not the story gonna remain over there. So we already can see that the euro is dragging lower, and we are having a Fed rate the CN this week. All right, so Fed rate the CN, CPI number is going to be released. Okay, and euro is already under pressure, and ECB is going to come. ECB going to be under pressure more than the Fed. All right, and because inflation is falling. All right, and if they are going to show concerns, then euro may drag more lower. Okay, if euro goes down, yeah, we're gonna get lead that the pound gonna go down. Okay, and these two currencies are still sitting at the top. Okay, and that's where we need to keep close eyes. So if you're gonna start selling the euro at the current price, move is already done very much. Okay, you may not get a good return over there. It's already weaker. Yeah, it's going down already weaker. Okay, but currencies which can catch up gonna be these the New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar, and pound. Pound is more correlated to the euro. Okay, if I'm gonna look at this chart now, all right, so euro is already testing this area. All right, and pound is somewhere there at these areas. All right, and Australian dollar also drop lower. Okay, this chart is telling us that euro going down, this is still stuck at that high. Okay, this is still stuck at that high. All right, so we need to keep eyes there. That's the answer of that question, guys. All right, so the point here is euro is falling against the dollar, but New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar, and pound are not falling with the same pace like we are having drop on the euro dollar. So we should pay attention on those currencies which are not falling with the same pace like euro. So we will get good opportunities there. So euro dollar has already made its move, chasing the euro won't give you good return as it has removed most of its gains against the dollar. So slow down. So euro is slowing down. Now check which currencies. Okay, all right. So hopefully you understand that now. So we got a good opportunities. We were just keep tapping on the Australian dollar last week on lower time frame. Okay, and this 1 hour time frame opportunity appeared over there, tested, went leg lower, came, okay, and then again came back during the non-farm payroll, went lower, right? So tested that low, and this is the gap which we need to remove between these two currencies. All right, so euro dollar and New Zealand dollar. So we are having that gap. That gap can be removed. All right, that's how we were selling the euro for short term, because euro was already underway. The bearish wave was already underway. So we were selling the euro for short term over there. Okay, and that was hitting the targets for. Okay, and as I mentioned in the yen pair, so we're gonna talk about that later on. Okay, so during the non-farm payroll, so we have seen a decent drop over there on Australian dollar. Okay, that's the first trade we got over there. Okay, before that we were got sell-off over there from this area shown in the previous weekly market outlook, that chart. Okay, that next leg appeared over there, the next trade happened over there. Okay, and then this trade happened over there during a non-farm payroll. Okay, so you don't have those kind of trades appearing over there. You see that? Look at this. Okay, so those Australian dollar pullback was giving us a good opportunity. So it was just keep falling. It was quick, keep falling. All right, keep falling, but it was pulling back, giving you sell over there and then there and then there. Okay, so no, here is a bit of trick for you for this week. So keep close eyes on this place. Okay, we may not see your Australian dollar beyond that point, right? And CPI and Fed can drag this aggressively lower, guys. Okay, so price should stay below that. So hopefully you got the idea. So we got that trade. all right, during the CPI, during the non-farm payroll number. So nice sell-off came over there. So hopefully you got my point again now. So we are still having opportunities over there. Okay, so euro dollar at this area. Okay, so euro dollar is just testing these areas. So analysis is very much same like last week. So we are still away from this low. Okay, euro can drag. Aggressive sell-off also can appear over there. Okay, so we still got a potential over there. So that's why I said that keep tapping it. If it pulls back, keep tapping on it. Pulls back, all right, so keep tapping it to the downside. So move is already happening over there, so it's dropping. So nothing changed, right? So for this week on euro, so euro is already going down, all right. And as I said, that we are having news events this week. Okay, so the story is very much similar like last week. So you are just keep tapping. Okay, and if I'm gonna again look at the euro chief on my right side, so we are still expecting this to continue to keep dragging lower. Okay, euro chief is testing that low, and euro to just keep dragging lower up to this first, all right, or in best case scenario, although remove all those gains back to this area. Okay, so what to do now? All right, nothing new, nothing changed since last week. As I said, that you're watching all these pairs and keeping an eye and looking to tap on them and continue to keep falling. Stay below the trend. Do not go above the trend. Okay, in case if inflation is going to surprise in the US, then you can expect dollar to drop, all right, and euro to go into that direction. All right, this direction is we are not anticipating. We are still looking into just bang. All right, so keep banging lower. All right, so if I'm gonna go to the lower time frame, you're paying attention on these 1 hour time frame corrections, okay, and these corrections to break down, okay, and continue to keep falling these short-term trades, paying attention and these areas, guys. Okay, these areas. So if you want accurate trades, accurate entries, okay, then get into the group like this. All right, so if you want these kind of trades, yeah, these kind of trades, then get into the group. Okay, this is what you are looking, by the way. So euro dollar is opposite. So we got a sell-off on the pound last week. We were anticipating in the weekly market outlook this flag to go down. Okay, so nothing changed. So there we got the more potential at the moment. Okay, it's slightly pushed higher, pushed back up. All right, so we're gonna look for this to go up to this area first, like I have shown on the euro and last week. Nothing new, nothing changed. Okay, so pull out your moving averages. It's trying to pull back, and you're paying attention. Very much similar formation like I have shown on the slightly different, okay, slightly different, but very much similar like I have shown on the DXY. Okay, if it goes there, you're paying attention at that high. Watch that area, that place. Okay, and this trade first, and then to continue to keep falling. So last week we were talking about this. All right, this place, and we got a nice drop, this trade, and then this leg lower. All right, and during the non-farm payroll, we were tapping at these areas for short on the pound dollar, right? And the pound dollar did nicely all the way back to these lows. So again, if it goes there, you are watching and tapping it to go lower back to this area, or all the way where the euro dollar is pointing. Simply euro dollar is pointing it to go all the way this place. Okay, so 14 November low, that place. Okay, so pound dollar and Australian dollar also. So it has already dropped, as chart I have just shown. All right, so chart I have just shown here. 4 hour time frame trade was there on the Australian dollar. Okay, Okay, so it's dropping, going into our direction, and non-farm payroll helped. So we are having a correction is just simply appearing over there. All right, and what happened over there on pound? Let's just look at the pound. This might be a short-term buy opportunity. Okay, very short-term, 5-minute time frame trade. So we can see there. Okay, this gap, as I said, that right, this gap. So it's on a bigger time frame. Okay, you're watching that on a bigger time frame. But right now we may see, like this. Okay, this place, or in worst case scenario, I mean, it can go above the gap and can test this previous high. So let me make it more clear. Okay, so we can see that the pound has removed all this losses. Okay, but we can see there that the Australian dollar is still sitting over there. All right. Okay, and we can see that the Australian dollar can play a catch-up move. Okay, and can test that. So this might be a short-term buy opportunity. Okay, first target going to be that, and all the way go to there, this high, and there where you're paying attention on this. All right. Okay, so you're paying attention on these two charts. So we are having at the moment opportunity on both pairs. All right. So I see setup on both pairs at the moment. Okay, so how setup is appearing over there. All right, so if you see that this is not going to continue and aggressively falling to the downside, breaking these low, so just simply go there and sell this player. Okay, that pair. Okay, and first target gonna be this area, and the second target gonna be this area, this low. Okay, so you're paying attention on these two. If you don't get that, push up. All right, and it's just simply goes down. Just go and short the pound. Why we are having that? Australian dollar is struggling because commodities is falling at the moment. All right, so gold and silver, if we're gonna look at them, they are falling at the moment and putting pressure. There you see that. All right, so this is the gold is going down, silver is going down, which is having effect on Australian dollar. Okay, hopefully you understand that. If you don't understand that, let me make it more clear. If you see gold and silver, they keep falling. All right, they are under pressure, keep falling. There is no buy opportunity. You are not looking this trade. This is not a trade. Okay, then which is the trade? Go short the pound from the current price and look for this to go down. Short the pound. All right, silver falling, gold falling, they're going down. So they're telling us that the dollar is gaining out of that Fed rate decision. All right, and Australian dollar is a commodity currency and struggling to push more higher. All right, so you're not buying, so it's going down. You missed the trade from there at this area for 4-hour time frame. All right, but pound is still offering you a good place to short. Hopefully you understand, guys. All right, so you can see that the pound is still offering a pullback over there at this area. Removed all those losses which we have seen over there because of the non-farm payroll. So you're shorting this. Let's move on. Okay, so right now, if you already caught that trade, great. You're looking it to go down. Okay, if you haven't caught that trade, you have to track it on lower time frame, like 5 to 3 minute time frame. So we track it at a 3-minute time frame, and we are still looking it to continue to keep dragging lower. All right. So you're looking it. If you caught the trade, bang, you are looking it to continue to keep falling lower from this area. If you're still holding that trade, all right. Okay. If you are not into the trade, all right, and it's breaking down, trade is gone. All right, so GB is still there. Watch it. Okay, so let's move on. That's what we are looking, by the way. Okay, so breakdown, aggressive breakdown. Tomorrow CPI number going to be important. All right, so CPI numbers going to be important. Let me make it a bit more clear this picture. Okay, so pound is a short right now. All right, is a short-term sell right now. All right, even during this meeting. All right. So it's a short for at least you know, 1-to-1 risk reward ratio up to this area. All right, so it's a shot at this right now, sell opportunity up to this target. Okay, or in best case scenario, go there. Okay, so I was opening the gold chart, gold and silver chart. Gold, okay, what happened on the gold? Gold banked lower. Last week we were talking about gold to finish its bullish run. Okay, the bullish run started from there. Okay, started from there, and if I'm gonna found its top over there, so same stuff can be used on the silver as well. Okay, and gold is almost removed 50% of its gain. All right, and this to go at least up to this area. All right, so slightly below 61%. So gold is, you know, going down, but when we look at the silver is way ahead of than the gold. Okay, and very weak against the dollar. Okay, same stuff. Pull out the fibs from there to there. Okay, fine, up to which level? So 61%. This, you know, light pen comes quickly. Okay, so 61%. So 61%. Okay, we had that wave. Silver is going down. Have that wave. So at least go there. Right? In best case scenario, remove all those gains. Make sense? Yeah. So if I'm gonna come back on the lower time frame, okay, on this 1 hour time frame, breakout. All right, so this breakout to happen and continue to keep dropping lower. If you don't get a breakout, no worry, go back up, tap it again. Okay, so tap it again for the downside. So same goes with this chart. Okay, what is the worst case scenario? It will go back up. All right, and will you know, form that kind of so why I'm saying that the pound is still you know a short, let me tell you. So you're watching this during this, you know, you're watching the pound during this outlook. All right, so we can see there. That's what I'm talking to you. That's what I'm trying to teach you guys. Okay, so euro started to fall. As long as you see that this is the euro keeps falling, okay, and pounds stay elevated for upside, dollar gaining. All right, so this is going to be a short-term sell opportunity. The lower the euro goes, going to make you a short the pound. Okay, so you're watching this, and you're watching that too during the. So setup is forming on the pound again. All right, so you can see that the Australian dollar is also dragging lower, and New Zealand dollar. So you're watching the pound. Pound is at a good spot to counter, right? So let me remove these charts, and then we're gonna move ahead. Okay, so same goes with this breakout. I don't think I need to talk about a lot. This is the place, this to go. If it doesn't break down and pull back, keep tapping it. All right, so you're looking for this to go down or go all the way back to that low. Okay, if it doesn't go there, if it doesn't fall, so push up, then there where you're looking for this to tap from that top. Okay, and then keep falling for this week. So dollar CAD to go back up. Okay, so we were expecting it to rebound dollar CAD, and you are looking dollar CAD to break out. Okay, this to break out and go all the way back to that top, or one more leg higher. All right, this leg, okay, or go all the way back to that high. So places you're paying attention is this, all right, and that top to break out, and target gonna be this area, right, or on this high. Pound CAD was dropping. We were talking about this last week to go down, okay, like that, and it went up after dropping. All right, so let's just look at this way simply. Okay, so last week we have seen, so we will look at the US30. All right, so we will look at that. So you're paying attention there at this area, and then this to continue to keep dragging lower like last week. Pound New Zealand dollar opposite. Why bullish on the euro? I have just told you that why euro is, so that mean you're not listening, all right? I told you that euro is not a buy. Euro is struggling. Okay, euro is struggling because of the inflation. Why buying euro? Okay, so last week we were talking about this to go back up. So story is same. So this to just go higher from these areas. So it is rebound from those areas. Okay, so if it tests that low, so stay you know, looking for it to go higher. So same goes with this. So last week we were anticipating it to bounce back, all right? So holding that sideways market and this sideways market to break up for upside. So euro is not a bullish. Okay, inflation, as I said, that inflation, if US inflation is going to fall faster than the, I mean, if US inflation is going to fall faster than the EU inflation, then we can expect the euro to get stronger. All right. Okay, so this move came last week, okay, and then we got a drop, okay, and again we are having a sideways market and buying came over there. So okay, so we are looking it to go higher. If it goes down again, same, stay, you know, stay, keep looking for this, all right, this to go like this, hold the lows and continue to keep pushing more higher. Yeah, same that sideways market. So same like last week. So we were expecting it to hold the lows and go back up. It held the lows, bounced back very aggressively, all right, this, and then again tested that low. You look in these to go back up. This top, if you see that the pound Australian dollar is going higher quickly, okay, and euro stay close to the bottom, or euro New Zealand dollar stay close to the bottom, so you're looking for buy on others which stay close to this previous low, okay, but paying attention at this area, that's going to be the trade for 4-hour time frame. Okay, so same goes with the euro New Zealand dollar. I'm going to go to the daily time frame, looking for this to go back up. All right, so short-term trades can appear over there on your lower time frame. You look in these two, all right, these two, this to test that low. Okay, if it tests that low, you look in this trade to appear over there. Okay, so I mean another low if comes, okay, then you're paying attention this trade to happen. So short-term trade's going to be over there. I mean, hit this spot and go back up. Okay, short-term trade like this within this area. Okay, these areas 1 to 2 or 1 to 1 risk reward ratio. So Uzi Chief going to be the opposite. It dropped last week, right, but still going down very slowly. Okay, so just go down and test the low like Euro Chief is just testing right now. All right, so these areas, are you paying attention? Those areas are flagged to break down, or this expanding triangle to form and continue. Kiwi Chief. Okay, same like last week, nothing changed on this chart. Kiwi CAD, okay, nothing changed on this chart, like it's like last week. So last week we were talking about this to go down from top, and you are looking it to go down from top. Okay, if it tests that top again bang it, tap that top. Uzi CAD also dropped from that top. All right, so if you see that this chart, you know, again tap that top, so you're looking at it to go down. All right, so these are going to be the targets. Okay, same like last week, so I'm going to ignore this chart. So same like last week, we are still dragging lower, and you are looking this to just keep dragging lower and tag the low and give us a buy opportunity over there. All right, so nothing changed on this chart, so like same like last week. So it can you know, slightly can break below this, so don't panic. So if it goes down, then start looking for it to bounce back. So same like last week, so we haven't seen changed on it. So Pound Chief. Okay, so Pound Chief is slightly pushing back up. Okay, but the move, we're gonna keep looking it to visit the lows. All right, this previous low. So if you see that it's pushing back up this area, that top, short. So Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar to fall back to that previous low. Okay, so again, nothing new, same like last week, breakdown and continue to keep falling lower. Chief Yen, again, Bank of Japan going to be the key next Monday, and if they change the policy, then we are looking for longer term reversal. All right, so longer term reversal. So let me change my chart slightly so we can see another leg higher. That one more leg higher possibility came over there, can appear over there. Okay, so one more leg can happen over there. So what you are looking is simply, you know, the flag which is just appearing over there, this to break down sharply again. If it break down, look at it to chase. All right, wherever. So sharp breakdown. If so, that, you know, breakdown can be driven by the news. So Bank of Japan, yeah, this flag. Okay, so euro is also same. So last week we were talking about, all right, this channel to break down, all right, and we got a breakdown. Then again, you know, Bank of Japan said that no gonna end the negative interest rate policy this December, and that caused the euro to just rebound. Okay, so we got some, you know, good drop on euro, yen, or we got some good strength on yen after that news, when that news broke out. Okay, so we can see there the point here is that the flag. Okay, we have seen that flag. Okay, we got a stronger sell-off, we got a flag, and that flag broken down. So we are having that flag again, but that flag is on a 1 hour time frame, and prices just keep correcting back to the sell-off which we have seen. So we need that flag to break down like it has done there on this 3 minute time frame. So if that flag breaks down aggressively, so if news, you know, cause that breakout to happen, then you are looking that to continue to keep dropping. So make sure you are prepared for another leg higher, as we can see that the Bank of Japan is just playing saying that they are going to end the interest rate, and then again coming out and saying that the time is not specific when they're going to end. Okay, they know that the cost, ending the negative interest rate, they know the cost. The cost is so much high. The stakes are so much high, not just in the Japan, in the rest of the world. Okay, the stakes are so much high for ending the what's happening, by the way, at the moment. All right, so what's negative interest rates are doing at the moment in the Japan? People taking money away from the taking loan from the Japan, okay, and buying the other global assets. They're putting their money over there and making money from higher yield assets. Okay, so once that gonna change, once the carry trade gonna end, so where you're gonna get the free money? So there's not gonna be free money anymore. All right, so then what's going to happen? People, those who have invested heavily in foreign assets, specifically the Japanese investors have invested in the European assets, and we may see some volatility over there. So some serious volatility can happen over there. So they know the importance of their policy change. Okay, that can create the volatility in the rest of the global market. Okay, so that's why they are very, very cautious saying, but again backtracking from their statement. So what you are looking, so again they said that, okay, they said that they're gonna come out from the negative interest rate policy, and we have seen that move, that 600 pip move within couple of hours, not couple of hours. All right, so 2 days, within a couple of days. No, there won't be a policy change. Bank of Japan is not going to change the policy. Okay, that's clear. They're playing, all right? They are delaying, buying more time. Other banks to start cutting. So they actually, Bank of Japan wants to, what their strategy is, okay? They want to get out from the negative interest rate policy, and at this, within the next couple of months or maybe couple of quarters, they want to get into the negative interest rate policy again. That's their plan. So they don't want to hold the rates higher for longer like other banks. So they are waiting for other banks to start cutting, and once they start cutting, okay, then they're going to come out from the negative interest rate policy, and then again start going into the ultra loose monetary policy again. So they are buying more time. All right, and there we can see that in couple of within 1.5 days we have seen 600 pip move over there on euro yen. So you're looking for again news. If news comes out, bang, another crash, mini crash, and continue to keep dragging lower, breakout. Okay, so same goes with the pound yen. Okay, so there was the trade, as I said in the last week, if you remember. So the trade was on the pound yen. Pound yen was lagging. So by the way, what I see that the pound and euro both are set to drop more. All right. So you're paying attention on pound pairs, pound dollar, euro dollar, okay, and Australian dollar, US dollar. So they are set to drop more for the downside. Okay. So again, one more bullish move is possible. Okay, but right now it's out of the case. So what's happening over there on 1 hour time frame? You again looking for this mini crash to happen, or this, as long as price remain into that flag, okay, don't do anything. And once that the breakout comes over there, sharp breakout like that, okay, then you are looking at to tag this or further downside. Okay, if you want perfect entries like this, okay, then you're gonna get those trades in room, not here. Yeah, there we see that. So CAD yen was setting up for a short-term drop, right? And the move was driven by the Euro Chief. Euro Chief was just keep dragging lower, and other pairs were struggling to break down. So we have seen that drop. So yeah, so you're watching those breakouts. Okay, same on the pound, on the dollar yen. Again, just understand that what has happened over there and what fundamentals are doing right now. Okay, and what we may see. So what the importance of the Fed and what the importance of the CPI. So I'm just trying to find a chart over there. Yeah, so I posted. Let's just get that chart from there. Oh, let's go. So the weekly chart. Weekly chart. I have posted, if I do remember that. Not there, maybe on here. So chart, I have posted chart over there, guys. But yeah, it's just coming down, all right? So it's just coming down from that top. Maybe on this chart. Okay, so this bigger, weekly flag is just set to break down. So the point here that whatever the Fed is going to do, all right, whatever, either they're going to whatever they are going to say, going to raise or not, or what, all right, or whatever the CPI is going to do. So the important thing is here. Here we can see that the 10-year yield started to fall, and we were expecting. So this is a bit older, newer chart. So this is the older chart. Okay, so we have seen 46 to 41. So drop already has happened over there. Okay, price has already removed those gains. So we have seen, quick drop and then rebound. And the 10-year yield, went down from 5% to 4%. All right, and the longer term target on the US 10-year yield is the 2%, all right, or 3%, whatever, 250 or 3%, you can say that. Okay, and the pound just simply flashed. Dollar yen just simply crashed. Mini crash has happened over there. Okay, so this is the chart. We need to understand that. So inflation went up and yields went up. Inflation is going down. Yields started to fall, and this is the gap, policy gap. We can say that between the yen and the Fed. Okay, and dollar yen started to rise too. So inflation going down. Okay, yield is also picking up, and dollar yen started to catch up the falling yield. All right, and also a comment came over there from the Bank of Japan caused dollar yen to have a mini crash. So we are still, as long as we see that the yields are coming down, all right, and following the inflation, keep falling to the downside. Dollar yen to keep going over there up to 120. Yeah, so 10-year yields target is 320. Yeah, up to 320. Yeah, if you see that the yield is falling up to 320, 10-year yield. Okay, so dollar yen also going over there. So as said, that whatever the Bank of Japan is going to do, whatever the Fed is going to do, we need to see yields. Okay, yields are telling us that what market is thinking, all right, what inflation is doing. So inflation is coming off, and yields going down. Okay, and the rate gaps also has to come off in longer term, and what you are looking, a sharp breakout. Okay, if sharp breakout it comes, then you are again in sharp breakout. Understand that. Okay, Bank of Japan comments manipulating. Bank of Japan is manipulating the yen. Okay, so strong sell-off, breakdown, and continue. If you don't see that strong breakout and price just keep creeping for upside, don't do anything. Let that to do what it is doing. So we need a strong breakdown and continue to keep falling all the way back to that low. All right, so yield and yen both are same. As long as you see that the 10-year yield is falling, right, or dollar yen is falling. If dollar yen fall faster than the yields is going to get a down. Yield bond, 10-year bond is going to be a buy opportunity. Whatever moves first, the other going to give you an opportunity. Okay, so same goes with the CAD yen. So we have seen a nice drop last week on the CAD yen too. Okay, so short-term sell opportunity was there on 3-minute time frame, this trade. All right, so Same like the dollar yen. Okay, if CAD yen goes down first and dollar yen is not moving, then go after the dollar yen. All right, or if CAD yen goes down, Aussie yen, Kiwi yen, they are not falling, go after them. Okay, so you're looking for breakout again, sharp, strong, aggressive sell-off. If comes, then bang, you are in. If not, then wait. All right, like that. Wait, don't do anything. Let them keep pushing higher. All right, these two were clear last week. All right, so nice trade. So, and I said to you guys, you're paying attention on these two charts and keep tapping on them. So you got a nice drop on these two last week. Aussie yen. Okay, this was the 1 hour time frame chart, and that's what we have seen. Short-term trade. Okay, and then after that we have seen a big aggressive whole leg appeared over there. Yeah, so when comments came over there from Bank of Japan, so same happened on the Kiwi yen. And Kiwi yen short-term target 1-on-1, and then again whole leg appeared over there. So we are still at higher price on these two charts. Okay, they are still close to the top. Again, 1 hour time frame, don't do anything. They are in a correction, and as long as that correction is happening, nothing to worry, nothing to do over there. Okay, and once that breakout is coming over there, then you are looking. That's what you're going to do. Okay, so if any pair is going to move first among the yen pairs, okay, then rest of them gonna follow up. So you're trying to get the lead first, which is moving first. Okay, so same goes with the Kiwi yen. Yeah, so if wanna, you can follow me for update on the Telegram. Okay, this is what you are looking, breakout and go down. EuroCAD, I'm gonna ignore this chart. Last week we ignore. Okay, so we can continue to keep falling, so we can stay sideways market for a while like that. Okay, so CAD chief, same like last week, drag lower, so drag lower and then rebound. Okay, drag lower and then rebound. Not a best opportunity. So ZAR is pushing higher, and just keep pushing higher all the way back to that high. Yeah, so there we were looking for continuation. So since then it is pushing higher, and just keep slowly pushing higher all the way back to that high. Okay, so chief yen also sitting at the low. As long as we can see that the chief yen is sitting low, all right, so it's not a good sign for the rest of the market. Okay, and from the lows just go back up. So some of you guys were talking about the US 30. There we got the US 30. Okay, we are expecting it to go down. So two things you are watching for US indices to go down. First is the inflation. Okay, and the second is the Fed. All right, so first is the inflation and second is the Fed. Let me close these charts. Okay, and let's look at this. So the one is the Fed and the second is the inflation. Okay, so inflation, higher inflation numbers. You're gonna have higher inflation numbers close to 3 or above 3. Let's say if inflation is coming above 3.1%, coming to same like 2%, or increasing, all right, going beyond 2.2%. Okay, this is going to be a bad story for the stock. Good story for the dollar, bad story for the stock. All right, and if that happens, all right, then you are looking for Fed to be hawkish and higher for longer. Hawkish, higher for longer, and stock is at the top. Indices at the top. Indices to start, feeling the pain and start going down. Okay, so what's happening right now, guys? You need to understand that. So it's a window dressing. Window dressing caused that equities to go higher back to that top. All right, and market is right now not. Indices are not, playing according to the fundamentals. Fundamentals showing something else. All right. But investors are still buying indices based on hope for the soft landing. All right, and Once those hope going to be diminished, we may see quick aggressive sell-off, and it is still stuck at that top since last week, staying within that sideways. Okay, so paying attention, looking for, let's just push some higher. Okay, so let's just push at the high. So you're paying attention, looking for a counter. Okay, when you counter it carefully. Okay, so countering it for this move, and if strong sell-off is coming, then looking for this to continue to keep pushing lower. Okay, paying attention and those. So stop behind that. So looking to put stop over there. So you're still looking for this to drop rather than to push more higher. Same goes with the Nasdaq 100 index. Okay, this nothing changed since same like last week. Hold that top and bang lower. S&P 500 also same. Hold that top and just bang lower. All right, so I'm gonna ignore that. And US, EU indices also do the same. Okay, we are looking them to fall, start going down for another lag. Gold, okay, gold to just continue to keep dragging lower. Gold is telling us that what dollar is going to do. So it's already moving lower, and we may see gold all the way back to this previous daily lows. Okay, and if you see another correction like we are having already, then gold to break down and continue to keep falling. Okay, this area or this low. Silver, yeah, let's look at the silver, what silver has done. So let's just find a quickly old chart on the silver. Silver behaved really well when we were having a drop on the dollar, and the silver went all the way back to the high. So now silver is retreating from the top after making that one more leg higher. Okay, so this chart, I do have older than these charts as well behind in the history. So that's what silver has done. Okay, so when we were expecting it to drop here and then go back up, so we were expecting silver to drop, it went slightly lower and then bang, the whole move came over there. So silver and gold both have made their move. Now what they are doing is just going down. Okay, this leg happened over there. So what is going over there? Okay, so silver is just coming off, so come off all the way back to this previous low sideways, and we may get a buy opportunity again. So silver done very much. Okay, the bearish wave also done very much on silver, so you shouldn't chase that chart. But what this chart is telling us, the silver chart is telling us that a dollar is not fully strong, all right, or strong against the others. And let's just pull out. Okay, we can see there. So silver is telling us that Australian dollar is still strong. It's not weaker against the dollar yet. Okay, and maybe waiting for the Fed rate decision, and that Fed rate decision can drive that Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar and pound dollar aggressively lower. That's why you're tapping on those charts every time, and they're pushing higher. You tap in on them to go down. Follow the silver, follow the gold, those pairs to follow the gold. So oil, okay, so oil is going down, and we may see a big sideways market over there on oil once oil gonna hit that previous low 65. Sideways market, and we may see sideways market and short-term buy opportunities can appear over there once oil gonna hit the 50-65 areas. Okay, breakdown, test that low and stay sideways. Slightly can go lower than 65, same like last week. Okay, we can see this kind of sideways market on oil after hitting the 65 areas like that. Okay, we are somewhere there and trying to break down previous low. So similar sideways market on oil is expected after hitting the 65. So natural gas can give you a buy opportunity again. It's coming back to that previous low, and let that to come as much low as possible, and then short-term buy opportunities like that. It stays sideways like this. Yeah, last time, if you remember that, we got that lag, so it's coming back to that low. Okay, so Bitcoin we already talked about. So this is the chart which I have shared already in my Telegram group yesterday. Okay, so old coin, very old coin, there since 2017. Okay, and yeah, so if it tests, so if it is going to spike, then I have shared already chart. Yeah, if we are, let's say if we are wrong on the Bitcoin and Bitcoin continue to keep pushing more higher, then these coins which are having huge potential, then they can continue to keep rising aggressively. Okay, this chart. Okay, so it's there since 2017. Okay, and have seen all those bull runs, bullish waves during the Bitcoin, the waves. Okay, came up, came down, and then again came up. Went up, came down, went up, came down. All right, and then went up. Similar like the Bitcoin, we can say that it is very much correlated with the Bitcoin. So now we have seen that the Bitcoin went up. Okay, and it's stuck at that low. Okay, if we are wrong on the Bitcoin and Bitcoin keeps pushing more higher, then we may see a spike over there on the waves. Wave can also spike up. So if you are not looking this to go all the way back to that high, yeah, so at least up to this area, up to 20, and best case scenario up to 60, 63 areas. So how you can trade on that, all right? So you shouldn't chasing it at that current price. So keep eyes. And if test that low and the $1 or slightly goes below that $1, so you're paying attention over there at these areas. Okay, so you're looking for like this. Okay, like that. Like this kind of trade. So slow move to happen. Do not crash. Okay, so do not crash. Slow move. Obviously, if slow move comes over there, then Bitcoin gonna also go into that daily correction. So okay, and then like that. So once price is hitting these lows, you are paying attention these lows to hold and then take off for longer term. Okay, so same. So this is going down. Okay, as I said in the previous weekly market outlook, it's done, and don't look for this to continue. And if it goes down again below, a 0.0007 or 8, again gonna be a buy opportunity for longer term. That was a good bullish move. So people, thought that this coin. Let's look at the past. Okay, let's just remind us what happened over there in the past. Okay, this is the Luna chart. So back in 2021, when everyone was talking about that buy at, I think this is the, this chart is not going to, yeah, this is the chart. All right. This is that is not updating. All right, so I just play that's not updating. So yeah, so when yes, so slightly went up, people start saying that it's just going higher, further higher. I think if I'm not wrong, this is not the right chart. Okay, I do have posted that. I do remember that. The Luna, right? So I posted that chart when it was close to 100 or somewhere there. So the data has changed, all right? So that's why we don't know, all right? So data has changed. So it crashed, okay? Went below 0. So it's a good chart, okay, to watch, by the way, even if it keeps if it goes down back to these areas again. So I'm going to ignore that. BTC, I have also told you that, guys, sell-off is just coming over there, and your eyes should be like that. Okay, your eyes should be like this, big eyes. Open it and keep eyes over there, and do not just keep buying blindly there. Do not keep following the people who are just saying that it's a bull run or this and that and blah blah. They have no idea that what's happening with the rest of the economy. Okay, so careful. Do not keep buying them blindly. Okay, same goes with Ethereum. I said that last week. Okay, during the week, I was looking at this chart and was saying to myself that the way this chart is doing can extend those gains up to 3,000 or 3,500. Okay, but right now the sell-off which we are having over there is changing simply our view. I mean, not changing, all right? So same like last week. So sell-off is just coming over there. You have to be cautious. And this sell-off can drive that low. Well, we can have sell opportunities over there on these coins, okay? I mean, sell opportunities can appear over there on Ethereum. All right, once we see that there is a clear opportunity, I mean, once we see that the Bitcoin is just clearly going down, okay? And then, I mean, you can even short these coins as well, okay? So sell-off is just coming and we are looking this to, I mean, you are just simply watching that sell-off, okay? Paying attention on that sell-off, not taking this sell-off lightly. The sell-off which just came over there. Yeah, it's not a buy. If they're going to be a buy, I'll try my best to update to you, right? Even if it is going to be a short term like that. Yeah, if it is going to be a short, let me tell you. The past chart. Even if it is going to be a short term, I'll try my best to update for that short term. But right now, I don't see that buy opportunity. Okay, so we need to see this chart for that. So you need that kind of, okay, this kind of scenario over there. That's a bigger daily time frame. Yeah, this kind of scenario. You need to see that the Bitcoin is clearly pushing higher. Then you can buy the Ethereum. Okay. So sell-off is coming over there. We may have a weekly top over there. Okay, we may not push further higher beyond those areas. So have to be cautious. Okay, so BNB is also done. I'm not anticipating this to go further higher. I was bullish on it from this area. Okay, and we were having a nice move. And then again, some stuff happened with the Binance and it went into a sideways market. So if we are going to see top on the Bitcoin, as I said, okay, then we are not weekly top. Then this is not going to continue. So wind up or de-risk. Okay, so same on the rows. We were expecting that these coins to extend all the way up to those highs, these areas. That's where the target is. Okay, so if we are wrong on the Bitcoin, then these coins still can catch up. These old coins still can catch up. Okay, so Bitcoin gonna decide how these old coins gonna play out. Okay, so sell-off is coming. Same. I'm just gonna talk same. I'm not gonna change anything. Okay, so same goes with the Raman coin. So this sell-off is not going to be the ordinary sell-off. Okay, we may see again. Yeah, if they goes down, yeah, you're paying attention for a longer time again on those lows. All right, so I posted that loop ring. Sell-off came over there. You have to be cautious now. Okay, the chart which I posted over there in Telegram was showing a very much similar kind of move like we have seen on ADA, and we were talking about that move to come out last week on ADA. All right, ADA went higher. All right, we may see next leg higher, but right now, as I said, that the sell-off came over there on Bitcoin. We have to be cautious. Okay, so it's not a buy yet. Loopring is not a buy. So yeah, so Avalanche, almost done. Avalanche, all right. So Avalanche can continue to keep pushing more higher, guys. So you shouldn't be untrusted on this chart anymore. Yeah, it is very, very expensive right now. So look at that. If you're gonna get in, how much you're gonna get? 200%. All right, and the risk is very much high for falling back. All right, so yeah, we'll see how these crypto market is going to do next week. All right, or specifically during the holidays when nothing to do. Yeah, so investors try to push the crypto market up. So we'll see how this December season goes for the. Yeah, so I'm having seam analysis, guys, on the crypto. So we still may see one more leg lower back to the bottom, as I said. Okay, so I'm gonna finish here. Enough for this week. So just follow me over there for quick updates, and let's see what we're gonna have on the CPI. Okay, and have a happy holidays. Holidays going to start. Hopefully, you had a great year, and yeah, we'll see you next week. All right, if we're gonna have something to update, will try my best to update to you. All right. So I'm having some. Do you think that there will be no policy change? I don't see policy changes coming from BOJ. Any question, guys? Any question? If you want ask any question, then you can ask. Any question, guys? Okay, so Bitcoin neutral. We are neutral on the crypto market at the moment. Neutral, bearish, not bullish. Neutral, bearish. Okay, so this is likely. This place, I have shown you that place already, but this is likely. This is what we're gonna have on the, and this is after that, after this lag lower. Okay, this lag lower. This was the crash because of the inflation. When inflation went lower, up to 0 in the US. All right, that crash happened over there. And once inflation hit the lows, central banks started to print money. Boom, we have seen a cycle over there on the Bitcoin, and it never looked back. Okay, and my move was exactly like that on the BTC, exactly like that bull run, strong aggressive. We tested that low and then bang, higher. So that was stratus at that time. Similar move happened over there, and Bitcoin, after hitting those lows, those areas, 2000, it went ballistic, went up to 69. Right, so those updates are still there. Yeah, see that we have got a sharp breakdown. Inflation crashed, we got a sharp breakdown over there. Inflation crashed, we got a sharp breakdown and quick buying, because investor knew that rates cut is going to come and policy is going to change, and bang. So we are in a same scenario again, guys, this cycle. Okay, how quickly inflation goes to below 0 is the question. The quicker the inflation goes below 2%, close to 0, okay, the quicker the bottom going to be over there on the crypto, and the bigger the run going to be over there. All right, so economy is slowing down. When economy is slowing down, so assets struggle to rise. Okay, and we have, after this low, Bitcoin stopped at 69k, and then we found top over there and went lower. So it's not a big run at the moment, in my opinion. All right, it's not a big run in my opinion. Yes, we can see that the price volatility is so huge after that. Okay, I mean, went lower and went higher, went lower, and then again went higher. In terms of price, movements are so big. Okay, at that time, in terms of price, movements were not bigger enough. And the other thing is that there were still enough supply in the market. Okay, and supply is shrinking. Bitcoin supply is shrinking. Causing the more demand, the Bitcoin, simply. Okay, so like this, slow drop can happen over there, a slow sideways market can happen over there, like this. Yeah, you see that? I have just shown you buy over there at this area, banged. Okay, and then next drop. Same story with the Ripple. Okay, so Ripple also is the same story. Big sideways market. So if you are expecting something big moves on a coin, you need to understand its supply first. Supply, how much total supply is there, all right, and how much buying power people can have on that coin. Okay, so let me try to find let's just try to find Bitcoin over there. Bitcoin. Okay, so it's clear, all right. So here total supply is there, max supply is here. Yeah, you know that, you know these numbers. Okay, and by the way, how price moves up. Okay, how price moves up. So it's basically the all right. So how price moves, supply, how much supply you are having, right, and what's the volume. Okay, what's the volume, how much volume. If supply is more and volume is less, so we're not going to see movement into the market. So you need higher volume, higher volume than the supply. When there is a higher volume, more money is just coming into the market and less coins are there, then we're going to see rapid move in the market. All right, so if supply is more and the volume is less, yeah, so we're not going to see rapid move in the market. So look when you are looking at the coin, look at the supply first. Okay, how much supply is there, and total supply, max supply, and if the supply is in infinite, and specifically if supply is in infinite or in trillions, so you need trillions to come into the market to have a price move, so big sharp movement into the market. All right, so who's gonna put trillions in a dump coin or failed project or just based on speculation? Who's going to put money just based on speculation in a coin? Okay, so these things doesn't make sense. When these things doesn't make sense, people are talking about that the XRP gonna do this and that, and we haven't seen anything on the XRP. XRP is a stable coin remaining in a sideways market, and you should accept those facts that the coin is not going to give you something ballistic move. All right, and yes, for short-term trades it's okay, and every time and it comes back to these previous historical lows, then you can buy for short-term. Okay, but this kind of aggressive move is less likely. All right, okay, so that's it. Thank you very much, guys. Enough for this week. Hopefully you have figured it out that where to keep eyes. Okay, so dollar gonna be important this week. All right, so thank you. We'll see you back again in another weekly market outlook. Until then,